Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans. This is my husband and co-host and podcast partner in life, Alan Evans.
Hey, train in the house.
Welcome to I hope is the end of our messy Texas winter. February is the worst month of the year to live in Texas. It's when we have all the ice storms, anything that's going to happen. The one year we get the Super Bowl many years ago, it was ice, it was nasty. Last year, when we were in Nashville, remember, for Valentine's Day weekend, we almost didn't make it back because of the huge ice storm we had then.
Yeah, that's when the polar vortex moved through, right?
Now we've got another round of winter muck going on. Had to get my kid out of school today. Classes canceled.
Unbelievable. There's
Kid cried at morning show working from home tomorrow.
precipitation falling from the sky, and it's cold
But
outside.
it's going to freeze the ground, Alan, and people getting wrecks. We're just not equipped for that here in Texas.
Yeah, we get the ice.
Everybody makes fun of, Texans can't drive in it, but we just don't have the equipment and the machinery to take care of it, really.
I thought I saw on what's her name? Landline. Doggone it.
Meredith Land?
Meredith, yeah. On Meredith Land Social, she was saying they were going out with the brine trucks.
Oh, they're doing that now?
Brine.
I
Is that
don't know.
salty water? Is that what that is?
Well, yeah, brine is salt water.
Huh.
But all I know is every time I get my car washed, I've had it turns around like in 2 days and rains and all that crap on the roads. But it might be perfectly beautiful where you are. And you're like, we don't even know what you're talking about, Kelly. But in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's gross. I'm ready for some sun.
And here's pulling back the kimono. If you ever listen to Kelly and I do a podcast and we spend an inordinate amount of time talking about the weather, that typically means...
We're old.
Well, there's
That means
that.
we're old.
And that typically means we don't have a lot.
It doesn't. Why would you say that?
Because it does. If you talk about... In any communication, when you talk about the weather a lot, it means you don't really have a lot other to talk about than the weather.
Well, forgive me for bringing up the weather, but it is true. February weather is awful in
February
Texas.
is the worst weather month.
Okay, but stop talking about it because that implies we don't have anything.
Stop talking. But that would be not true because we have got a podcast for you.
Well, you've already undersold it.
Under promise, babe. Over deliver. Under promise and over deliver.
All right, well, what do you got?
Don't over promise and then under
I
deliver.
didn't promise anything. I was just talking.
We
I
got
was
a
just
lot.
talking to be
We
talking.
We got a lot. You were doing what?
Talking to be talking.
Just talking to be talking.
Yeah.
We got a lot.
Well, amaze me with it. If you don't amaze me with it, I'm going to start talking about weather forecasts.
Well, last podcast, we brought up some subjects that caused an uproar.
What's your favorite thing to do?
What's that?
Is to get people riled up. You love doing
that's
that.
not true.
That is true. You do it with
I
your
don't-
family and the group text.
How do I do
You do it on the
that?
podcast. You come out with these hot, literal sports opinions.
Like what?
Like
example, please.
Okay.
Give me one.
If something doesn't have a ball, it's not a sport. There's your one that you're going to have to rehash. You get people riled up with that stuff.
Well, we're going to go over that because
Exactly.
I got so many DMs about that subject.
I was saying you love getting people riled up. What about what I said is wrong?
And I'm going to break it down for you and why my opinion is not only my opinion, but it's right.
I read you the definition of sports last week
Do you believe, okay.
or
but
last podcast.
Seriously, do you believe anything from Webster's Merriam Dictionary?
Isn't that why we have a dictionary?
Yeah, but don't they just add...
But isn't that...
Yeah, but
I
don't they
mean,
add stupid words every year?
Well, they add words every year because people keep making words up.
Well, I made my own definition up.
You can't just change the definition of sports.
People change the definition of things all the time.
All right, well, we're going to get to that.
Yes. Y'all need to stop bickering.
I'm not bickering.
Stop it.
I concede. I give up.
I can't listen to this anymore. It's all Alan's fault.
You do beat me down a little bit, hun. That's the truth.
So we've got that. We've got letters. We've got shoe sizes. I've got pictures of shoes. I didn't get any pictures of feet.
Are you going to share these on the podcast Instagram?
Well, I will try to describe. And maybe, and we've also got an update. Someone was using my Instagram to catfish people. This is somewhat timely. This happens a lot, but somewhat timely.
It's happened a lot this week.
Because we talked about, what's his nut? Simon, the Tinder swindler, a couple of podcasts back. So I've got a little story, and we're still investigating exactly what's happening. We've got one of our very best customers, assistant producer and social media director, Sin Galvan, bulldogging this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's going to get to the bottom.
She's on it, huh?
She is going to get to the bottom of this.
Speaking of one of our very best customers, in addition to Sin Galvan, I know you're going to be hearing this podcast. It's going to drop on February 24th, but today is February 23rd when we're recording it, and it happens to be one of our very best customers' birthdays today.
Yes.
And we'd like to say happy birthday to Mel.
Melanie Lansford, we love you desperately.
She's the sweetest person you'll ever meet if you ever have the fortune to meet her. She's the sweetest person, and she just loves you.
Yes, she
I
does.
love you.
Yes, she
I
does.
love you, Alan.
Yes, she does.
That's a good
and
Mel.
And you know what? When she says that, I believe it.
She does mean it. She does mean it.
If no one else has my back in this room right now or on this podcast,
Yeah.
I know Mel does.
If we told Mel she had to pick a side in our fight, she couldn't do it.
She couldn't do it.
She could not do it. Everybody else could do it,
Yeah.
but Mel couldn't because
Right.
Mel just loves you.
Yes.
She's so sweet.
Okay, should we do a little something for her then?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mel. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Hope you had a wonderful birthday, Mel.
We love you, Mel.
We love you. Not as much as, well, I can't think of anything else, but we love you. We love you
do.
more than anything.
We do.
All right, so Alan's going to get to the fallout from his hot sports opinions about sports last week.
Yep.
I've got a few just interesting little tidbits to drop along your way, but I want Alan to look at something on my phone real quick.
Oh, okay.
I want you to be the one. Oh, look, the Marty party prep is getting ready to start. I got to begin. Okay. I want you, come on. Tell everybody what level I am. My goodness gracious. I have to open my daily present.
On a sandwich and some
I'm
loving
trying
podcast.
to. I want you to tell everybody what level I am on Best Fiends.
Well, I can't see. 990.
990, everybody. The reason it took me a minute is because every time you log on to Best Fiends, like you get a daily gift you get to open that gives you more power-ups and things like that, and meteor mites. But listen, this is so fun. I'm on level 990 on Best Fiends. I don't know if you're playing along at home yet, or if you're about to get on board, you need to go get on Best Fiends because it's so much fun. Right now, level 990, Devouring Goods. It's a hard level, but I've got some free power-ups I can use. And look at my cute little characters that are helping me, honey. I've got to defeat the boss slug. Look at my little cute. Look at Alan.
I
Aren't
like
they
the cute characters you've collected, but the boss slug looks kind of mean.
He is mean. We've got to beat him.
Yes.
But I've got Whisper, Rose, Napoleon, Terry, and Newt.
I like Newt.
Look at Newt, cute, the little
He's
frog.
so cute.
Listen, I've been collecting these cute little characters. I love my Best Fiends, and I'm up to level 990. I'm going to be breaking that 1,000 level barrier probably in the next day or so. Because listen, I play Best Fiends when I have a little spare time on my hands. Every night when I crawl into bed, if I just want to wind down and just give my brain a break before I turn out the lights, you can hear my husband hollering from the room in the other side of the house.
Get it, babe. Kill them slugs.
Because Best Fiends is just the perfect way to wind down and just kind of put all the stress from life to the side for a little while. Best Fiends is a mobile puzzle game anyone can download and play, whether you have a few minutes or a few hours. It's the perfect puzzle game to lose yourself in because you're just having so much fun. Like I said, there's a lot of cute little characters you collect to help you solve thousands of fun puzzles. Yes, I said thousands because just because I'm getting ready to cross the 1,000 threshold, I know there's always going to be more for me to play. I will never run out of fun because they're constantly creating new characters, new challenging puzzles all the time. There are also fun events where you can win huge rewards in the game. I'm, like I said, 990. Next time I come back, I guarantee you I'm going to be crossing the 1,000 level. And if you're playing along, let me know how you're doing too.
So download Best Fiends free today on the App Store or Google Play. That's Friends without the R. Best Fiends.
Yeah.
Get it, babe.
And I love, they're getting ready to celebrate Mardi Gras. So they're going to have like a Mardi Gras theme. A lot of fun. Cute stuff.
Kill them slugs.
Thank you, honey. All right. So do you want to go ahead and get to your letters, the fallout from the sports? What do you want to do first?
Why don't we just quickly talk about this this Tinder swindler that is using my pictures?
Yeah.
So there's this dude who was using my pictures.
Well, there's a lot of dudes using your pictures.
It happens a lot. I mean, I'm not
This is a specific one Alan's referring
trying to drop a dime or anything, but it does. I don't know why it does, but it does.
I told Alan, I think it's because Alan is multicultural. He's half white, half Filipino. So he kind of looks Italian. He kind of looks Greek. He kind of looks Mexican. He kind of, he's got one of those.
But I identify as human.
Well, you can't quite put your finger on your ethnicity, I would say. So I think that's appealing to people who are stealing profiles to dupe people because you're appealing to so many different tastes.
I guess case in point, this dude was apparently hitting up a woman in Chile.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got a random Facebook DM the other day, and it was all it looked to me in Spanish. I'm like, I don't know what any of this says. So I screen grabbed it, sent it over to our assistant producer, social media director, and podcast translator, Sin Galvan. Sin Galvan translated it to me and she said that somebody using these pictures, your pictures, I'm assuming, was asking her for money.
She didn't send her any, did she?
She didn't send any money.
Because we have heard from a woman before who had sent somebody money.
But she got suspicious. I guess she started poking around on Google, found my Facebook, and then obviously was like, whoa, who's this redhead he's with? Yeah, so, she...
His unsuspecting wife.
Right, so she got suspicious and found the real me. But apparently, I found out just before the podcast started that Sin has been speaking directly to this woman because they can communicate. Sin knows Spanish, so they've been going back and forth. And I don't have an update for you right now, but maybe next podcast we can either have Sin on the podcast.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Or we can somehow get an update on what is going on with the Tinder swindler using my pictures and the woman in Chile.
Well, the thing is, a lot of times the people who use Alan's pictures and his face come up with a different name. He'll be like Randall or Steven or something like this. But in this case, the person is using Alan's name, but like his Instagram handle, he's just putting a little dot in there. And so it looks, if you just really quickly glance at it, you're like, oh, that is Alan, because that looks like his Instagram handle. But the guy just inserted a little period in the middle of it. And so, yeah, it's like he starts off kind of friendly and stuff and then starts saying stuff about financial. I've got some great investment opportunities or something, or I'm making so much money.
He starts saying stuff about like, would you want to invest in like a barbecue restaurant? And then he starts saying things like,
well, see, that's keeping close.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, well, it was saying stuff about investments.
he was saying something about
something financial,
crypto, and all this stuff. I don't know.
We don't do crypto, but we do barbecue restaurants.
Yes.
And see, if he did start using that information, people might think that really is you.
I know.
You got to be so careful.
So I posted on my own Instagram at the Alonzo 1971. That's the real one. That this dude was using my photos, and if I never just randomly DM somebody and start asking them questions about finances. That's just not what I do. So if anyone's doing that to you, it ain't me.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
But if you would like to invest in a barbecue restaurant,
have we got
an opportunity? No, we're kidding. But yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. And we love it when people just give us a heads up and, report it. That's really all you can do at this point.
Oh, another quick update. So Chili's, one of our favorite restaurants, me and the boys.
Seriously,
anyway.
I mean, we've had a couple of Splenda incidents, but we go there all the time. We love it.
I've been in communication with them, my people and their people, and they asked for my address. So I gave them the address for world headquarters, and might check the old mailbox over there in a few days and see what we got.
I don't know. I'm hesitant to go back now.
If you, good, strong, dear, sweet, clean listener, want to send Kelly and I any type of written correspondence, just go to kellyandallen.com. And I think on the contact page,
You'll have how to contact us.
Is our address. Yeah, you can send us, letters, postcards, money, gifts.
We're not asking for that.
Yeah, we are.
Alan.
Oh.
But, if you missed the previous podcast, you need to go back. Alan has just had, the past 2 times we've been to Chili's, we've just had an incident with the wait staff where the delivery of Splenda has been just so odd. And so we've talked about it. You can go actually look on Alan's social media, his real social media, at the Alonzo 1971. And you can see a little bit. Did you post the crumpled up ones? Or you did a reenactment of the crumpled up ones?
I did a reenactment of the
But you did the real.
But it's exactly what it looked like.
It's exactly what it looked like.
Yeah.
So anyway, Chili's, we still will go. I just feel like I don't ever send food back at a restaurant. I mean, I have to be really coerced. I don't ever complain because I don't want the wait staff to get upset with me.
Why are you dancing around the subject so much?
Because I just don't like to complain.
I wouldn't worry about it.
It just makes me nervous.
We were the customer.
I know, but if you
And I
go
didn't even
back
do
and they
anything.
say, "Oh, it's the ones that complained about us on the podcast,"
I'm sorry, I didn't want Splenda in my chips. I mean,
I
I
know,
don't
but-
think that that's such a big deal, is
well, I might go back
it? Oh my
without
gosh.
you, incognito,
Okay, fine.
in a wig,
In a wig?
and say my name is definitely not Kelly Raspberry Evans.
What kind of? You could say.
I get that all the time, but it's definitely not me. Here, I'm paying in cash.
You could just say you're Kelsey Edwards or something like that.
something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, and you got some grief about your hot sports opinion on sports.
Okay, here's the deal, guys. I mean, a little bit, not a whole lot, but I came on here last time and I said, you know what? If there's not a ball involved, it's not a sport.
That's your opinion.
Change my mind. So somebody said, and we had some good, healthy debate in the DM, and I'm a master debater. I'll master debate all day, all day, every day. So that one gal said, well, what about bowling? And I said, what I said was, you have to have a ball for it to be classified as a sport. Just because there's a ball doesn't mean it's automatically a sport. For example, bowling, pinball, croquet, skee ball, those aren't sports. They all have balls, but they're not sports. So well,
they could be games.
Well, here's the deal. I put these sports in different categories, and here's what I think, okay? And if you agree or disagree, email us at podcast@kellyandallen.com. So I have 4 categories. The first one is sports. Most use a ball or a puck and involve teams or...
You say most, not must.
Most.
Most.
Most use a ball or a puck and involve teams or individuals scoring points versus competition. Football, baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, tennis, golf, racquetball, rugby. There are others, but those are sports. The second category, according to Allen, is activities.
Okay.
You do something faster, higher, or better, usually versus a clock, versus the competition, or it's judged. Racing, rodeo, fishing, skiing, water skiing, skating, snowboarding, swimming, roller derby, gymnastics.
You cannot say these
running
are
and
just
jumping.
activities.
Listen, running and jumping, skateboarding, roller skating, sledding, like bobsled and the luge, throwing objects like spears. If you think these are sports, listen, if you think these are sports, Kelly Raspberry Evans, then you think synchronized swimming and horse racing are also sports.
Are you going to say that people that participate in those list of activities are not athletes?
No, I didn't say that. Absolutely not. They are absolutely athletes,
So
but they're not
where
sports.
do athletes compete?
In an activity, in this
sports?
case, in a race.
Alan,
Okay.
you're so nitpicky.
The third category are matches. So matches are matches of skill or strength versus another opponent. UFC, boxing, martial arts, wrestling, weightlifting, strongest man competition, lumberjack competition, arm wrestling, steer wrestling, bullfighting. If you think any of those are sports, then thumb wrestling and eating competitions are sports.
Alan, it's fine. I'm not going to argue and debate you on this because I don't care that much.
And then the last one, mercifully, are games of skill. Sometimes a ball or a puck or a beanbag is involved, but these aren't sports. Bowling, curling, shuffleboard, pinball, foosball, air hockey, badminton, croquet, skee ball, darts, and cornhole. There are others, a lot of bar games, you know. These are games of skill. If you think these are sports, then Pop-A-Shot and beer pong are also sports.
So there's never been on ESPN, they've never covered bowling,
Yeah, sure they have. Those are games of skill.
but ESPN is about sports.
Well, it's a sports programming network, yeah.
And the Olympics are not just sports, they're full of activities.
A bunch of activities, yeah.
All right, Alan.
Okay.
I don't, why debate him? Because he's never going to concede, and I don't care. So there's not
don't you
really
care?
because I don't care enough about
You're
it.
supposed to have the opposing
I've
viewpoint.
already read the definition of what sports are.
But you're supposed to have the...
I've already given you my opposing viewpoint, but you're just going to out yell me, and so I don't.
I'm not
I don't want to
out-yelling
do
you.
that.
I've made 4 great arguments here.
Okay, then I
Rebut them.
concede.
Rebut them.
I concede.
What about-
None of those are sports.
Well, football is.
Only football.
Someone said, what about archery?
Not a sport.
Not a sport.
Because it doesn't have a ball.
Game of skill.
I totally am on board with Alan.
Game of skill.
So we never have to discuss this again on a podcast. That's the lesson learned here.
Roller derby.
Concede.
Roller derby. I know there's a lot of contact. Christy Kincaid Norris. I get it. There's
No.
a lot of contact. It's real physical. There's no ball. It's not a sport.
There you go. Well, there you have it.
Yep. That's it.
I am thoroughly convinced.
Thank you, babe.
And we never have to discuss it again.
That's it. I'm not going to bring it up ever again.
Good.
but
Because you're right.
I am.
You win.
Thank you.
You win.
Good. I'm glad.
Good. Is arguing a sport or bickering? No,
bickering
it's just
is
an
not
activity.
Right. Bickering is not a
It's
sport.
not, but I am an athlete when it comes to bickering.
I would agree with that.
Okay, there you go.
Actually, I would. Well, no, I don't think so.
What?
You're not an athlete. You're not an athlete.
Oh.
Actually, I've seen Kelly play volleyball.
I'm terrible
When
at
Kelly and I
sports.
first got married, we were on our honeymoon, I think, because weren't we at Unico, and you were
Yeah.
playing volleyball, and I was like, wow,
No, I
Kelly's got a
wasn't.
little something.
No,
We were playing volleyball somewhere.
No, we had there was a basketball hoop in the pool, and I just got lucky and got it in a few times.
I thought we were playing volleyball.
No, we played volleyball when we went to Valentin Imperial,
With
but I
Chris-
can't play anymore because I have a bad wrist.
With oh, bad wrist.
Yeah, I've talked about it before, though. It's not a new ailment.
It's not a new element.
No, it's a recurring one.
Other
That's
than
why I had to hang up my athletic career.
other than your chipped toenail, are there any new ones we should know about?
No,
Are you sure?
no, just a headache, a massive headache.
Why?
Well,
This
I can't imagine why
this
I would have a
shouldn't
massive
This
headache.
shouldn't give you a headache.
You totally beat me down. Yes,
I presented my opinion and then an argument and why I thought it was the way it was.
and I concede.
Okay. Gosh, okay.
It's that easy.
It was that easy. All right, all right. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Well, did anybody else debate you in the emails?
Yeah, a few.
But why even bother debating him? Because he's right.
Yeah, there were a few.
Who had the most valid argument?
The one that gets brought up the most, though, are the like skating, gymnastics, cheerleading, skiing. Great athletes. They're not sports.
Okay.
Yeah. Fight me.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know.
People don't want to hear us bicker,
No.
remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. They don't want to hear us bicker. You want me to do this? You want to do that?
You can do whatever you want, honey.
Why don't I do this? Why don't we... Oh, another thing from the last episode. We also said that I wear a size 12 shoe, men's shoe. You wear a size 9.
In a woman's shoe.
Yes.
I think I'm a man 7.
So my hypothesis was that we have a pretty good chance of beating most couples in combined shoe size because I think we're big people. We're not as big as I thought.
Our feet, I'm telling you, our feet are not exceptionally big for our height.
Because I tell you what, I'm showing Kelly a picture. What do you see there?
That's a massive shoe.
Mm-hmm. So this is a letter from Christy. Subject, shoe size. My husband wears a 17.
Wow.
And I wear a 9.
Yeah, that's my size. Oh, and she's wearing Rothy's.
Rothy's. Promo code Kelly.
No.
Oh.
Is it? No.
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 I think it's promo code sandwich. But yeah, that man's shoe, that looks like a freaking Carnival cruise line. Look at the size of that sumbitch. I could jump in that thing and go sledding.
But see, if he's proportionate, he must be very tall.
That's
we
a
assume.
big man.
Yeah, we'd assume that.
That is a large.
So they beat us.
That is a large Uman. Here is another letter from Elizabeth. Subject, shoe size.
I believe y'all actually sent in your shoe sizes.
We got the best listeners there are.
So silly.
You ask, they do.
Okay.
Elizabeth is one of our very best customers and a friend of ours. We have met Elizabeth and her husband. We have broken bread with the two. We have vacationed with the two. Elizabeth says, hello, Alan. Michael and Elizabeth Betts here. Our combined shoe size is 24. To paint a more visual picture, I, Elizabeth, wear a 13 in men's shoes.
Wow. So what would that be in a woman's?
That'd
a
be
15.
like a 15, yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael wears the 11 in men's.
Gosh, how tall?
Well, Elizabeth's tall.
Yeah, she is tall.
She's very
Yeah.
tall. Yes, Elizabeth's tall.
Boy, that I feel for women with that size shoe because it's really hard. My girlfriend, she wears a size 12, sometimes a 13 if she can
Who?
find it. Kristen. She's very tall.
Oh, Kristen. Yeah,
she's very
tall. Yeah.
and she gets so frustrated. And we just happened to walk into DSW and she was looking around. I said, come with me I made her go back with me to the clearance section and she racked up. She was so excited. And she got like 6 or 7 pairs that day. You just got to hit it at the right time. But I feel for women with those large shoe sizes and the really tiny shoe sizes because there's nothing like you're a very petite woman and you need a dress shoe and you wearing like almost a child size shoe. It's hard. It's really hard.
What are your chances of finding like a pair of heels if you like wear a 10 in women's?
Oh, you can find a 10.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, 10s you can find. It's when you get, but then they assume, I think what happens is if you get up the larger sizes like 12s and 13s, that you're very tall, so you don't want a very high heel. So then you run into that problem. But now they're making everything across the board because men are wearing heels now. So they make them in all sizes. You can find
men
them.
are wearing heels now?
Oh yeah, a lot of men do.
And
they dress in drag and stuff.
Okay. I don't think that's a lot of men.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of them that do when you go down to that part of town.
There are men that wear heels.
Yeah, but there's a market for them.
Okay.
There's definitely a market for them.
I agree with you there. I don't think a lot of men wear heels.
Well, you want to debate that?
Well, we could ask our neighbors. How many of y'all wear heels, neighbors? And I don't
Just
think
because our neighbors don't mean
I don't
that
think
they-
there'd be any.
Oh, whatever.
Okay.
All right.
So that was the shoe follow up. About another letter. You want to
Okay.
do, or you want to do that?
I don't mind either
Why
way.
don't you do that?
Okay.
And then we'll do this.
Listen, if you know anything about eyewear, and I'm talking cool eyewear, then you know the name Warby Parker. And if not, let me introduce you to Warby Parker. They were founded with a rebellious spirit and a lofty goal. That's to create boutique quality eyewear at a revolutionary price point. Warby Parker is committed to providing exceptional vision care online and in stores. They offer eyeglasses, sunglasses, eye exams, and contact lenses. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. And I love Warby Parker's free home try-on program. So simple. You just go online to take a really quick quiz. They ask you simple questions: your face shape, what shape eyewear you prefer, frame colors. You get to order 5 pairs of glasses you can try at home for free for 5 days. So 5 pairs, 5 days, with no obligation to buy a single pair of them. They ship for free. That includes a prepaid return shipping label. You can keep 1 pair, 2 or 3. You can keep all 5 if you want. They don't charge you until you decide what you're keeping. If you have maybe a huge wardrobe, you like to change things up, why not get more than 1 pair of glasses, to match your moods and your fashion? Or you can return them all. Like I said, no obligation to buy. And people do notice when you're wearing Warby Parkers. They just have that X factor, that other eyewear companies are missing. Now, for my quiz, I checked off, I have kind of a square-shaped face, that I need a wider frame, but I prefer a rectangular shape. I chose the material I wanted, the colors I prefer, boom, checked off my 5 favorites, and that was it. Literally 2 minutes, I was done. And Warby Parker's style range from extra narrow, that's often a problem, and like for me, to extra wide. They fit all face shapes. They also have blue blocker glasses, which I swear by for cutting down on eye strain. But if you say, Kelly, I wear contacts, well, this is your lucky day, because Warby Parker also carries a wide range of contact lens brands, including AccuView and Biofinity. You can save up to 15% on your first order of contacts. You don't need a promo code for that. And Warby Parker also has their own daily contact lenses. They're called Scout by Warby Parker. Comfortable, breathable, affordable daily contact lenses. A 90-day pack, only $55, Alan.
Wow.
But for a good-looking pair of eyeglasses or sunglasses, you need Warby Parker on your face.
So try 5 pairs of glasses at home for free at warbyparker.com/sandwich. And if you prefer shopping in stores, Warby Parker also has retail locations throughout the U.S. Find your nearest store at warbyparker.com/sandwich.
There's one right up the road from us.
There's one over there at Legacy West.
Legacy West, yeah. It's so cool. And I think there's one in the Galleria Mall too. Anyway, go to warbyparker.com/sandwich to find the store nearest you.
I think Amanda Evans Wittenberg, who would be my sister,
And JD.
and JD Wittenberg, who would be my brother-in-law, are big
Warby Parkers.
fan ambassadors of the Warby Parker.
Yeah.
They're glasses wearers,
They are.
as I am.
Well, so is like Big Al, but Big Al,
My man.
if you listen to the Kid Craddock Morning Show,
Nationally syndicated.
he had LASIK, so he does not need to wear glasses, but he loves the way he looks in them. So he buys really cool Warby Parker frames with non-prescription lenses.
Big Al's getting slim fast, too.
Well, he's got a wedding coming up. Big Al's getting married on June the 1st, which is a Wednesday, but he wanted to get married on his parents' wedding anniversary. They had such a
that's
long,
nice.
successful marriage. And his bride, Amy, was like, that's fine. She didn't really care about what day. Having a Wednesday wedding is a little different because, we're just going to all go back to work the next day, but they're going to have a nice honeymoon a little bit later. And, because we get off for vacation the next, July 4th
When's his
week.
wedding?
June 1st.
June 1st.
Put it in your calendar because we are invited.
Yeah. No, I know we're going, right?
I'm excited. I think I'm going to throw him a shower. I don't know if it should be because Amy, his bride, is just so low key. She's like, I don't need anything like that. I was like, but I want to. I like to throw a party.
I heard you drive the bus right over Big Al this morning when talking about the now defunct Black Planter podcast.
How did I drive the bus over him? It was the truth.
Well, he said something like he learned from me that oak trees drop acorns.
He thought acorns came from an acorn tree,
Yeah.
and Alan let him know when he was a guest on the Black Panther,
Planter.
Planter, that, acorns come from oak trees, which was news to Big Al, who hosted a podcast about plants, which I was like, and that's why there is no more Black Panther.
That's what you said. Yeah. No,
That's what I
thought
said.
I thought it was funny.
But he does do, what's his new podcast called? Is it Three's a Crowd?
I think since we've had this podcast, he's had like 9 podcasts.
No, just this two.
Or
The
three.
Black Planter. Oh, Let's Be Single Together. Let's Be Single Together, which has
And?
been renamed.
Okay. So
It's
3.
been renamed.
So 3 brands.
Well, 3 brands. But I think it's called Three's a Crowd. I think. I can't remember.
And in each one, there's, what is it, 15 minutes of intro and
Well, that's
5 minutes of
I
content?
don't know.
I don't know. That's what people tell us.
I guess I should be a supportive friend and listen to
yeah,
it.
we should.
But y'all go listen to it and tell us.
But some people could say about a sandwich and some leaven where there's 55 minutes of bitching and 5 minutes of content.
Well, if we keep telling them that we fight all the time, they're going to believe it. People believe
That's
what
true.
perception is reality.
That's true. That's what my magician sensei told me a long time ago.
So if we keep pounding the fact that we bicker all the time, then they're just going to say we bicker all the time.
I don't know about that.
We really don't. I mean, I don't know. There's something about sitting down to do a podcast where we just get a little feisty,
Well,
I
you
guess.
disagree with everything I say.
Well, I can't really argue with that. I think, like I said, though, I think sometimes you just say, sometimes I'm talking to be talking. I think Alan says some things sometimes just to get a rise. So that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. Our producer's saying she can put together a reel because we have so much bickering content.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. I don't think.
Seeing you heard it right there from Kelly.
No, please don't.
do it.
Let me tell you what happened when I celebrated my 20th anniversary on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
National
They were so sweet because Kid had just died the year before, like on my 19th year with him. And so I think for my 20th anniversary, they wanted to make a really big deal out of it, to give something to celebrate. So somebody went through and you can go on YouTube and see, they did like Kelly Raspberry eating or dancing. They did all these different ones of me. And they're like these little montages. And one is of me, like Kelly Raspberry's rants.
Yeah.
And it's just back to back to back to back of me yelling.
Those are good.
They're not good when you do back to back to back. It looks like that's all you do. So the ones of me dancing and eating in the studio that, back to back to back, if you watch that, you think that's all I do. You know what I'm saying? And to see the yelling, oh, it made me uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable.
Well,
so to do back to back to back to back bickering video.
yeah, but think about it. We've done this now for almost 5 years.
Sprinkle in a little bickering.
So we've got about 400. We've almost got 400 podcasts. Say they average an hour. So there's 400 hours
of us bickering
of audio. No, I'm not saying there's 400, but you could put together a reel of bickering. You could put together a reel of really good tips. You could put together a reel of really funny stuff.
I'm just telling you, a reel of bickering is no bueno.
You could put a reel together of, I don't know, me doing fart noises. I mean, you could.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you could make it whatever you want to make it.
Yeah, I'd rather have a happy reel.
Yeah.
We were actually saying kind things to each other and words of affection and affirmation.
Affirmation.
That'd be nice.
My love language are words of affirmation.
That's true.
I don't get any on this podcast.
What were mine? Do you remember mine?
Acts of service.
That's right. What you gonna do for me?
All right, babe. Let's proceed. Move forward with some more letters. This next letter is from Casey. Subject, Florida vacation recommendation. Longtime listener from the first episode. Wow.
She's heard all the bickering.
This is your very best customer right here. I just finished listening to tonight's podcast, and Kelly mentioned planning a family vacation to Florida. I just wanted to recommend our favorite, also a favorite of Heather McMahon and Mallory Irvin, Beaches of 30A. It's basically a stretch of beaches on Highway 30 between Destin and Panama City along the Emerald Coast. It's a world of its own. We love Rosemary, Seacrest, and Grayton. Very family-friendly, excellent restaurants without Splenda issues. Smiley face. Because of its location, the water is usually very clear and calm. Again, perfect for families. It's really unlike any other beach area in Florida. Check it out. I promise you guys will not regret it. Love you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey. Speaking of Alan's sister and my sister-in-law, Amanda, they get a house in Rosemary Beach every year.
Yeah.
With their best friends.
They do that with some friends.
Yeah. So I've never been to the Destin area. That's 30A, right? You used to go to Destin a lot, right?
I've been there once.
Oh, I thought you used to go all the time. Oh, I've never been, but I would look into it. I don't know. Our kids are like, I don't know what we're going to do with them. There has to be a lot of activities. Is there a lot of activities there for them in Destin?
In Destin, yeah. There's lots to do in Destin.
We can look into it.
Yeah. It's busy. I mean, it's depending on where you go in Destin, it's pretty crowded. Like the place we went was really crowded.
Did I talk about, I don't know where I talk about stuff sometimes, and I may be repeating myself, and I apologize if I am, but I thought, because, with the Kid Craddock Morning Show, we work with Visit Florida. And so we're going back to Florida, actually, Alan. It looks like late July or early August.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
I like early August.
And it looks like we may be going to the Orlando area. We're not sure yet. But because of this relationship, we've gotten to go to some really great places. The Florida Keys. I'd never been to the Florida Keys before. That was awesome. We've been to Daytona Beach. And that's where I was kind of thinking it would be a good place to go with the family, because looking just on the map, it looked like it was about an hour's drive inland to Orlando. So I thought we could do the whole beach thing, jump in the car, drive to Orlando, hit up Universal Studios, because we've already done Disney World with the kids just a couple of years ago, Universal Studios. And I think that would be a really great vacation.
Yeah.
But we're open to other suggestions. Nothing's been booked yet.
Exactly. Okay. Good. Thank you.
Thank you. We will accept any and all recommendations.
This next letter is from Christopher. Subject: colonoscopy.
Oh, yes.
So you just went to the butt hut.
I did.
You went over to the colon cabin. You got roto-rooted out by the
overly
good-looking.
To get my results. I had 3 polyps.
By the overly good-looking Dr.
Amit Masand.
Dr. Masand.
Oh, he's so handsome.
Who you get real lecherous about and say he's dreamy.
I do. If
make your husband very uncomfortable.
I need to stop. I'm going to make everybody uncomfortable.
You do more lecherous talk about him than you do Troy.
I love Troy Aikman. If Troy Aikman was my colonoscopy doctor.
Easy.
Whoa.
Easy. Hi, Allen and Kelly. Okay, I'm 33 years old, and I've already had like 4 of these already.
Oh, wow.
My first one, the nurse went over the prep and gave me the best advice on preparing for the prep. Number 1, 36 to 48 hours before the start of prep, eat soft food. I always start with mashed potatoes and move to Jell-O, then move to liquid soup and broth.
Wow. So you're just because see, I think Dr. Masson wants you to like eliminate like hard, heavy vegetables.
Yeah.
Because that takes a while to process. So that's good information.
It takes a while to pass.
It does.
Number 2, mix the prep drink with Powerade.
See, now I was doing it with water as I was told, but you can't do red, purple, or orange dyes, but they make clear.
They make clear.
Clear Power and clear Gatorade, yes. That would have probably helped a lot.
And then he says, this was something my brother-in-law, who can't do the prep, he has cryons. He was told to do it till the water is clear. Do it, or he says...
Do what?
Well, is that do it or
let me see? Cryons.
Douche it.
Douche.
Douche it till the water is clear?
Douche it till the water is clear.
What does that mean?
D-U-C-H-E. I know douche is D-O-U. Douche it till the water is
Christopher,
clear.
my man, we're not picking
that
up.
mean?
We're not picking up what you're putting down.
This was something my brother-in-law, who can't do the prep, he has chyrons. He was told to douche it till the water is clear.
Christopher,
what that mean?
Christopher, we're not mowing what you're growing there, my man. That's okay. He said, I've done 1 and 2 every time, and it's been easy on my stomach. It's been gentler on my stomach and not as many visits to the bathroom, and I felt fine each time.
Yeah, you don't have as much to eliminate if you're just eating mashed potatoes and,
Well, like the great Nolan Ryan said, he does Advil because it's gentler on my stomach.
Well, I just love that tip about mixing it with Powerade or Gatorade. I never even thought of that. I thought it had to be mixed with water. It's just that everybody I've talked to about it, it's just the minute that saline water hits your lips, I just automatically start Have you ever done the Master Cleanse? Anybody listening? That's the one I think Beyonce made famous when she was trying to drop a lot of weight really fast for a role she had to play in a movie. But when you start the Master Cleanse, it's that cayenne pepper lemonade diet, the lemonade diet, they call it. The first thing you're supposed to do, like day one before you start drinking this lemonade mixture, is you're supposed to drink, I think it's a quart. I'm not really 100% sure because it's been so many years since I've done it. You do a quart of salt water, basically, and you're supposed to chug it down. And what it does, it has a laxative effect. And I couldn't do it. I tried chugging it and I immediately threw it up. So I had to skip that. If you've ever done the Master Cleanse, it does get the weight off you really fast, but it comes back. So it's just like to reset your system. But I couldn't make it past 4 days on that thing. And I think that's the magic cutoff for everybody is 4 days.
Okay.
That's just a little tip if you were curious.
You want to bring it home for Jerome with this last letter,
Sure.
and then you will yogurt out after this. This is a serious subject. We will not mention any names. This letter is from Leah. Subject, a mess.
Oh.
Hello, Kellie and Allen. Please don't use my name, but I need some advice from both you guys. I'll start by saying I've been a listener since day one of the podcast, and I truly love you guys, even with all the bickering.
Oh, see, we got to stop that. We've got to stop bickering.
It's starting to hurt my feelings. This may be a long one, but I will try to make it as short as possible. I am 41, and so is my husband, and we've been married 7 years. I have a daughter that is 25. Yes, I know. You can do the math. And my husband has a 13-year-old daughter as well. My oldest is in the Army and lives away. My youngest has been coming every other week since he and I got together up until about 6 months ago, when she came to us saying she did not want to live with her mother anymore and does not want a relationship with her. My husband went to court and we now have her full time. While this happened, my best friend since I was a kid took her own life. I've been distraught ever since. It's been a lot of change and I'm spiraling downhill. My youngest is going to therapy for her own issues and we can only afford for one of us to go at this time. I am on medication, but it doesn't seem to help. I'm having a hard time being a full-time parent again. I never wanted more kids, but was pretty content with every other week because we still had our own time. Call me selfish, but I just want that back. I miss my husband, my privacy, and my marriage the way it used to be. I miss me and miss being happy the way I was 6 months ago. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. Leah.
How old is the daughter that moved in? 13?
I don't think she said.
The husband.
My husband has a 13-year-old daughter.
And she's now living with them. And that is
Yeah.
the hardest, man, 13, 14, 15. That's just the hardest stage, to have a teenager, whether you pushed them out your hoo-ha or, have them by marriage. That's just such a difficult thing. And then on top of that, the grief from losing your friend, you're just in a rough season of life. I think you do need to talk to somebody. And I understand you say you can only afford counseling for one. But I think, if you're involved in a church or anything, there usually is free counseling available there. I think you really need to talk to somebody, or you need to have, I don't know, just a good circle of girlfriends. And you might tell me you don't have that. I mean, I guess the only thing you can say is this is just a season of life. And if you can just hang on, because it's just temporary. Everything is temporary. Eventually, in a few years, that child will be up and out, and it does pass in a blink of an eye. I mean, you can't even believe you have a 25-year-old right now, I'm sure. I don't know what words of wisdom I can offer to you than to find any. Oh gosh, what do you think, Alan?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm kind of with you on what you just said there. And as I read this, that was the advice I was going to try to offer. Leah is, you've got a lot of bad things going on here. You went through a bunch of them, and you said it's kind of been this way for 6 months. I can tell you when I've had really bad things that have happened to me, and I can name 2 or 3 or 4 that are, really bad kind of life-changing things. When you're going through stuff like that, you feel awful. You don't want to get out of bed. You feel depressed. You just don't feel like yourself. And, you just think, I can remember thinking, this is just, I'm never going to get out of this.
Right.
This is never going to end. This sucks, and it's probably going to always suck. And that kind of,
That's not, intelligently that's not true,
Right.
but emotionally you don't know it.
yeah, but that kind of self-talk makes it even worse. So, I mean, one thing I've learned just by going through really bad things in my life is that, like Kelly just said, there's seasons. And I've always tried to think of it as like your life is like a movie, or your life is like a book. Everyone has a story that's being told, and you're in the middle of this story. Some of the chapters are really fun. They're wonderful. They're exciting. Some are scary. And then there's some chapters that are really, really sad and awful. And you've got to read that entire chapter, but you're going to get to the end of that, and then you're going to move on to a different chapter. That sounds really trivial and trite to say something like that, but that's life. I mean, that really is the way it is.
But what is she going to do in the meantime? I would try to do things that bring you joy. Do things that bring you joy. Play music that makes you happy. When I went to therapy many years ago, I wish my therapist, I would recommend him to everybody. He was like Yoda. He was just so wise, and I loved him so much. But he told me I was never allowed to sit in dark rooms. He said, you always have to be in rooms with lights on, because light affects your mood. And so, I mean, just do those little subtle things, make a difference in your day. Is take care of yourself, move your body. I was just reading I get so much random crap to talk about on, conversation starters. They were saying there was a study that people that stand up are happier than people that sit. I mean, that's like one of the studies you get. But I think it's just the act of moving your body, getting up and moving, turning on the lights, playing uplifting music. Because what do you do when you're sad and depressed, when you get broken up with somebody? You play all the sad songs. That just makes you wallow in it.
Or you just sit there and don't do anything.
Yeah.
Which is not good.
That's
for you
not good either. So
Yeah.
do something. Do something. If you can't afford therapy, like I said, maybe if you're in church, ask a girlfriend you haven't seen in forever. Go to lunch. Go grab coffee. Just do stuff that's good for your soul. And hopefully something we said helped. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like we don't know what we're talking about.
No, I wouldn't say we don't know what we're talking about. I think we've been through enough
dark
in life to try to relate to some of the things she's going through. But
also I wanted to say this. She said she's on medication
mm-hmm.
and it's not working. Then you go back to your doctor and you say it's not working, because not every antidepressant or whatever is one size fits all. So, I mean, I'm not on any antidepressants now, but there was a time in my life when I needed to be on antidepressants. I was going through a lot of stuff. And the go-to for years and years was Prozac. That was just what everybody puts you on. And for me, Prozac worked fine, I thought. But then one day I realized I don't feel anything. I didn't feel high. I didn't feel low. I didn't feel anything. I was just constant. And I said, but I do want to experience levels of joy and, some sadness. Sometimes it's just part of life. So I had to try several antidepressant medications until I landed on the one that worked for me, which ended up being Wellbutrin. But there are so many out there. So if you're on an antidepressant and you're still sad, go back to your doctor and say, this isn't working for me. And maybe that could be the key to it as well.
And like Kelly said, staying busy, and you say you miss your husband. Well, try to do, and I know it's different now because you say, with her being over there all the time, it's a lot different and you're busy, but you can still do date nights.
Yeah.
There's still things you can do.
Trust me, your 13-year-old don't want to hang out with y'all.
No, you can
She does a sleepover or something, or even have a girl come over to your house to sleep over, they're upstairs in their room and you and your husband can, just spend time watching a movie together, anything.
Yeah. But try to keep your mind working. Try not to just sit around, like Kelly said, doing nothing. Try to do some things that you enjoy, and realize that it won't be like this forever. I remember a really close confidant of mine a long time ago, as I was going through some really bad stuff. He said, "You're right in the middle of it now. I know it's hard for you to see that there's an end to this." He said, "But you will absolutely get to the other side. I promise you, you will."
Mm-hmm.
And I would just sit there thinking, man, there's no freaking way. No way. I kind of don't believe you, but I'm listening to what you're saying. He was absolutely right.
Well, you see other
He
people.
was absolutely right.
Yeah, but when you're in it, like I said, emotionally, you don't feel that way. But you look at other people that have survived tremendous tragedies in their lives, and they go on. So you'll get through it. You just will. But just do good things for yourself in the meantime.
Yeah, and drop us a line. Don't. You've always got us to talk to, even if we don't, talk about it on the podcast. Send us a note. We talk to a lot of more people than we, read on the podcast
When we're not bickering.
All right. So Leia, hang in there. We got your back, okay? As much as we can. You got anything else?
No, honey.
Nothing else?
No.
Wow, okay. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna yogurt.
I guess so. I'm ready to yogurt.
You're ready to yogurt?
Yeah. I was. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Oh, what? What were you gonna say?
I do have a little bit of a headache.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. I really, yeah.
Did I get it?
Add that to my ailments.
Did I get it going on the wrong foot when I just started launching right into the sports thing?
No, it's fine. Again,
You had a
I
headache
can
before
see.
that?
Well, it didn't help. It didn't help my headache. But
What can I do?
nothing.
There's nothing I can do.
You can rub the back of my neck for me.
Rub the back of your neck. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I could do that.
Thank you, honey. An act of service.
Active service.
And physical touch. That covers 2 love languages.
Does the butt fiddle count as physical touch?
That is physical touch.
All right, babe. Well, I love you desperately.
Love you. And thank y'all for the letters. Please, if you have anything you want to share or anything you would like us to cover on a podcast, maybe something you'd like us to discuss, podcast@kellyandallen.com.
And I'm going to give you 4 social medias that you need to follow if you're not already. At A Sandwich and Some Lovin' is the podcast Instagram. At Kelly Raspberry is Kelly's Instagram. At The Alonzo 1971 is my Instagram.
Without the dot.
Right, without the dot. And at Oaked BBQ, OAKD BBQ. That is our restaurant. And we'd love for you to try it. It's in Dallas off Greenville Avenue.
On Greenville Avenue.
On Greenville.
Yeah. All right.
Well, in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.